Hey guys, welcome back to How to Play Yu-Gi-Oh! Lesson 8. Now in this lesson, I only talk about negating activation and negating use effects. So of course we all know there are cards that negate cards, and there are some card restrictions that you can only activate this card once per turn. But there's an upside to that though. Alright, let's take. Take like this card for example, Spellbook of Secrets. Add one Spellbook card from your deck to your hand next to Spellbook of Secrets. You can only activate one Spellbook of Secrets once per turn. So let's say if you activate this and your opponent plays like, I don't know, like Solemn Judgment. And they stop that. And they negate this activation of the Spellbook of Secrets. Now you're thinking that now there's no way I can activate another one, right? Well, guess what? You can actually activate another one if you have another one in your hand, because they negated the activation. So therefore the activation never happened. So therefore you can activate another one. But monsters look a bit differently. How? But monsters look a bit differently. Take like Harpy Channel for example. You can discard one card, special one from your deck in defense position. You can only use this effect of Harpy Channel once per turn. So if your opponent say activates and negates this card, now you think you can activate another one, but except this time you can't activate it because you can only use this effect once per turn. It doesn't say activate. So if they activate like Breakthrough Skill, target one monster face-up monster your opponent control, negate that face-up monster your opponent aided until the end of this turn. But that's not the only in there. If you say like your opponent, but if your opponent responded with impure order, that's it negates. That negates all spell effects on the field. That means then you can activate another Spellbook of Secrets because it just negated the effects. It didn't negate it didn't negate the activation. Now hop back on monsters one more time. Lonefire Blossom. Once per turn, you can tribute one face-up plant monster you control, special one plant monster from your deck. So if your opponent tries to activate, like stops that effect with a effect or a card or trap or something, but you can't activate another one if you have another one on the field, because it says once per turn. It means only this monster right here, this one copy of this monster. But if you like destroy it and you revive it back, you can reactivate it again. Because it doesn't say it only stands for this card, one copy of this monster per turn. So if you like blow it up and destroy it into the graveyard and revive it back, you can reactivate it. See what I'm saying there? But now here's some very complicated stuff right here. I'll take a rescue rabbit, for example. That's really confusing. Rescue rabbit. You can banish this face-up card you control, special on 2, level 4, or lower normal monsters with the same name from your deck. Now, let's say if your opponent activates, I don't know, your opponent activates the trap card Phoenix Chain. Activate this card by targeting one face-up monster on the field. Negate the effects of that fate monster while it's on the field. So, you think you can banish this card and it will get removed because of the cost effect. Well, guess what? The effect will still resolve. Because it's no longer on the field. Banishing was for the cost. You have to pay the cost first. But instead, technically, it's not on the field no more. Its effect still resolves no more. The same thing goes with Skill Drain. Activate this card by paying 1,000 life points. The effects of all face-up monsters on the field are negated while those monsters are face-up on the field. But if they have like a breakthrough skill, target one face-up monster your opponent controls, negate that face-up monster your opponent controls effects. Has its effects negated until the end of its turn. Now this time that would actually work because it's not specifying on the field. It just says target the monster and have its effects negated until the end of its turn. The same thing goes for Effect Veiler. During your opponent's main phase, quickly send this card face up to target one face up monster your opponent control. That face up monster your opponent control have its effect negated until the end of its turn. See, if you look at those, there's two different types of negate effects. If it says negate that face up monster on the field, while on the field, if they have like a tripling cost, their effect will still resolve. But if it says target, if it doesn't say on the field, but if it doesn't specifically said on the field, then it will be negated. Then. You see where I'm going right there? Next I want to go over activating cards. Now there are some cards that would activate. Like, let me think here. Like True Draco Apocalypse. You can once per turn you can target one other or destroy, and if you do all attacking, this monster your opponent controls become half their current attack, even if this card leaves the field. So your opponent might think, well, they're probably going to activate would activate, I don't know. So 7 Tool the Bandit. I think they can just negate it. Well, guess what? They can't. Because since the trap card's already been activated, it's only activated the trap card's effect. It's not, since it's a continuous trap, it continues the effect trap. So therefore, you can only stop when it activates. So it's specifically saying when a trap card is activated, negate the activation. So it's not saying when effect is activated. then it will stop it. Take like start writing infinity. Once per turn, when a card or effect is activated, that you can attach one exceed material from this card, negate the activation if you destroy it. Now you see that would actually work because it's specifically specifying effect, not the activation, the card or the act as well. See what I'm getting there? Alright guys, now that'll end for this this lesson of how to play Yu-Gi-Oh lesson. Stay tuned for lesson 9. So like and subscribe and I'll see you all next time. See ya.